What's up, everybody? It's your friend Nick here with another unboxing here. Once again, I don't know if you saw in our last video, we did the unboxing of the Street Fighter collaboration with WWE, with Capcom. It is pretty cool. We did a unboxing of Bianca Belair as Cammy. Today, we have the Animal as Sagat. We have the wonderful Dave Batista as Sagat today. This looks sick. This is a really cool character. I have to say, Batista as Sagat, if they did do a Street Fighter 2 and he wanted to join it, I'm telling you, that is money right there, dude. So, my opinion, wonderful move here, but with choosing Dave Batista as Sagat, in my opinion. So I'm excited to see this figure open up and going for us here. So anyway, let's jump right into it. Right on the side of the box, we got Batista looking like Sagat with the scar on the front, which is pretty dope. Even has the little detail of his belly button tattoo. Obviously, this is not a full updated Batista with tattoos all over it. They're going over more for the Sagat character, but throwing a little bit of the details of our old Batista that we know and grew up with. So, got that there, showing on the same side. And then on the back, shows his finishing move, arcade style, and then showing a artistry of him as Sagat in the ring, which is pretty cool. And then, obviously, in the front, got that going, same thing, arcade buttons, and, you know, obviously, gosh, what am I thinking on, what's the term? I can't think of it. Arcade buttons and joystick. That's what I'm trying to think of. Sorry, don't know why I had a brain fire. Anyway, and then on top, I don't know if I showed this in the last one, but we do have the WWE logo kind of cut out there, really cool, so you can see on the top and see what comes with it as well, right next to Capcom. So let's open this guy up, since this is a fun Street Fighter collaboration with WWE. We'll get this rolling, give us a second here, and let's get it going. Alrighty guys, we opened up the Batista Sagat figure here. This thing is pretty dope, I'm not gonna lie. I love how we have these power-up, like, you know, finishers and special, like, effects. I think this is a really cool win for these figures, just to give it more of that Street Fighter effect while you're looking at your favorite wrestler from WWE. So, first and foremost, I think I said it earlier, Sagat with Dave Batista, definitely an understandable character to be chosen for it. You know, Dave Batista has done a lot of martial arts movies as well, so to give him the character that does Muay Thai is actually pretty cool for Sagat. A lot of cool details. They do give him his back tattoo. They give him a few of his arm tattoos as well, going on the sides, which is really cool details. And then on top of that, like I said, for the Sagat feature, we have the scar across the chest, which is normal for Sagat as characters for Street Fighter. If you know him, you know. And then gives him that little belly button tattoo, which I always think is fun and hilarious, but also iconic for a Batista figure. So, pretty cool move. I will say this, on the head, the one thing that's bugging me, which also, I don't know about this for you guys, but I love figures that give full white eye looks. I know this is a character figure, so obviously in other Batista figures and other wrestling figures, you're not going to get those unless the wrestler has full white eyes, kind of like watching Rey Mysterio have certain contacts and stuff. One thing I will say this, out of the head sculpt, the strap for the eye patch is a little faint on the top corner of his head. Now, it's really not that big of a deal to me. I'm still going to have fun and have this as a collector. But I will say, if you are if you're a little bit more, you know, I don't want to say nitpicky, but a little bit more wanting it to be like authentic and perfect, you know, might want to look into that. Your figure may vary, you know, when it comes to that, but still, nonetheless, really cool Sagat figure. Looks dope. Right next to it. And also, I know I said this in the last unboxing for Cammy. For this one, we have a round 3, and this one, it's Sagat versus Guile here. So, I'll say this. It's a pretty good move. I have to say, I like those little backings. It's fun. That's why I keep these boxes. So, I have to say, one of my favorites to look at when it comes down to it, okay? So, with that being said, this is the Street Fighter figure for Sagat and Batista, and then I'm actually going to show you here what we had for the Series 1. Now, if you guys know, we have Rey Mysterio as Ryu. Some people say Ryu. I grew up with him saying Ryu, but a lot of people say Ryu. So, To each his own type thing. I even asked ChatGPT about it. Probably shouldn't have, but I do know I called him Ryu when I was a kid, and I was a fan of all the old school Street Fighter stuff. So, anywho, I took the power ups for Rey Mysterio's Ryu and put it like that to make it look like he was getting ready to do his thing. Soft goods for the shirt as well, which is pretty dope. It has Rey Mysterio armbands where they say RM. And obviously given the Ryu look with the red hairbands and then the red and the white. So I'm going to put these guys together for Sagat and Ryu. I think this is a really cool look. I'm like I said, these little effects are really kind of a selling point for me. I think they look rad that way, just because it gives them more of that comic book / video game atmosphere when it comes to these characters and making them cooler that way. So with that being said, are you going to snag Sagat? Are you going to snag Dave Batista as Sagat? I definitely did. I have to say, not disappointed. But, entirely up to you. May not like Street Fighter, may not like fighting games, may not like the collaborations that WWE's done in the past or in the present. So it's up to you. Let us know in the comments. Give it a like if you want. Follow, all that good stuff. But besides that, we just hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Till next time. Peace.